Kiko in Dallas, man, in my next studio, just doing this interview with Upstate Cheese.
Right. So I see these hats every fucking where, man. How did it all begin? Let's take us all the way back from the beginning before you made the hats. Where did the idea come from?
The line, I've been thinking about making clothes since I was like young. And then I worked for a few other clothing brands in the city, and that didn't really work out.
What clothing brands were those?
I don't really want to name them,
Okay.
to be honest. But anyways, so I finally decided I want to start my own shit, but I didn't have a name. I had the idea, like really like the silhouettes, so like how I wanted it to look, how I wanted to present it, but I just didn't have like a name. And then it was around like my 20th birthday. My best friend, Kids Killed. His little brother was out here like with us and shit. And this is a little young ass like 6th, 7th grader, you know what I'm saying? Like rocking like Balmains and Giuseppe's and all, you know what I'm saying, all kind of shit, like Louis Vuitton sneakers, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was telling us that he gets like made fun of at his school because like he dresses like that and they don't know what that is because it's like middle school, you know what I'm saying? But like to me, he was like us just at a younger age, and to me that just stood for progression. And his nickname is Kiko, like he's the real Kiko. And so I asked him, I was like, do you mind if I name this line after you? And he was like, yeah, go ahead, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he's even helped me, you know, put on for it and everything like that. He stays in Atlanta, I send him shit all the time. And then after I came up with the name Kiko, started making designs. I mean, it didn't start off like popping or nothing like that. I had to work to where I got to, but
Right.
I mean, it's working out.
Right. So would you say that the hats out of the brand is the most popping thing right now?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like for sure, but yeah.
Okay. And when did the hats start popping? Like, what was, you know, we spoke before South by Southwest. Let's speak on that.
Before South by, I had dropped, you know what I'm saying, the colors, the first 3 colors, the original black, white, and pinks. And I'm just really into like just black and white period. I like grayscale stuff. I'm not really into like colors or maybe grayscale and one color to make it pop, something like that. But so I made those 3 hats, took some down to South by, and I was staying with like Dolo Flex, and Poker came with me. And Poker's like, yo, you want to link up with Father? You know what I'm saying? He's hot. He had just dropped Rich and shit. It was like the hottest song out. And so I was like, fuck yeah, man, like, you know what I'm saying, bring him over here. So she brought Father over to the crib, showed him and his whole team, you know what I'm saying, the hats, and they was fucking with him heavy, gave them awesome gear. And they just started putting on, like, on social media, and after that, shit just started blowing up. Orders started coming in, I started doing little vendings around different concerts and stuff around the city. Shit just started booming.
Right. So you would say Father popped it off for you?
For sure, yeah. As far as, like, industry exposure, like, yeah. I would say Key.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
I didn't think he was gonna, like, if he was gonna rock it, I was thinking maybe he would have, like, you know, been on the gram and like some random photo with that hoe on or some shit. But when he did like a whole interview in it, I was just like, damn, like that's what's up, cause he's like that nigga in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? To me, Key is like a baby Gucci, cause he you know, helped put a lot of niggas on. And you know, I kind of look up to him and respect like his hustle. And when I gave him the hat and he did that for me, you know what I'm saying, I was just love. And he actually hit me up too. He wanted to collab on some merch. I haven't been able to get in contact with him. Hopefully I'll go out there to Cali with gun or some shit.
Right. And, now what are the symbols on the hat? What does that represent?
This design is just a design for everybody who keeps asking me this shit. The design is supposed to look like a Japanese subtitle. I don't know if y'all have seen like a Japanese movie, subtitles look just like this. So that's why how I wanted to design the hat. So the hat just says Kiko.
Right. So that up there, is this a subtitle?
That's a subtitle.
Okay.
This is a Japanese way, you know what I'm saying, Japanese translation of Kiko.
Okay. So what are you going to do to stay, what are you going to do to not oversaturate your brand with hats? Or do you want to sell as many as you can before something else, you know, takes over?
To me, I'm not one of these like gimmicky clothing lines. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a hobby for me. I'm a real brand. So if my hats are the hottest thing selling, it's the hottest thing selling. You know what I'm saying? If Jordan shoes is the hottest shoe selling, them is just the hottest shoe selling. So if people want to buy it, I'm going to continue to supply them, period. But I will continue to drop other items as well. Just drop the jackets. I mean, I dropped the whole collection last year. And people didn't really pay attention to it. And even some of those items I put in the collection for this year. And people, not even for this year, for 2016. And people was going crazy like this jersey and shit. Key got one of these jerseys. And I dropped these hoes like last year.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? People didn't want to, I didn't have the attention at the time, but now that I got it, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to give quality items.
Right, and how much are the hats going for?
Hats are going for 30.
Okay, so they're going for 30.
In stores and online.
Right. And how much money did you invest in yourself before you really, start making some money back?
Not that much, man.
Right.
I was actually inspired by this article I read by, I forgot what the website was, but the article was about Nikki Diamonds, the owner of Diamond Supply. And that's, of course, a brand that I kind of looked up to growing up. And I just wanted to see like how he did it. And in the article, he said that a clothing brand does not take like a massive amount of money to start. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think it takes like tens of thousands of dollars and all kind of shit, but like it doesn't cost that much. It'll cost you under $1,000. So if you could save up like $500, you could do some shit if you really got the vision. But if you're out here trying to be like the next like, you know what I'm saying, like social media, you know what I'm saying, like fashionista type nigga or whatever, or if you just want it for the fame and all of that, like all that shit, like you're not gonna get nowhere at all, period. Cause like you're not a rapper. I feel like a lot of people who do clothes now feel like they're rappers and like they deserve to be like, you know what I'm saying, this super poppin' ass nigga, but it's like, come on, bro, you just doing clothes, like calm down. Right. You know what I'm saying? Be humble.
So you don't care about the fame?
Hell no.
Right.
I care about the money.
Exactly.
You feel me? Because it's so much better than shit, and it feels so good because you're actually supplying something to a person that like they need. I'm supplying clothes, clothes to somebody. And, you know what I'm saying, that makes me feel great that they actually want to rock it because it makes them feel good. It makes them feel, you know what I'm saying, like fresh and fly and shit.
Right. So, 40 Ounce Vin, he's another dude who popped off of hats just like yourself.
Right.
Do you get those comparisons?
Never at all. I've never gotten a comparison. I haven't gotten a comparison to anybody, really. And I'm kind of grateful for that because I don't really try to be like anybody, you know what I'm saying? But I respect everybody's grind. Like, I respect 40 Ounce's grind. Like, I fuck with his hats. And I actually gave him a hat, matter of fact, at the 40 Ounce bounce. But, I mean, I've been around all the biggest people who everybody kind of, looks up to on social media and stuff like that. And they all solid dudes, you know? But I don't try and, like, be with none of them, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of got my own vision of where I want to go about things. And I want to be able to, sponsor the FIFA World Cup one day. Something as big as that. Or like be able to sponsor like the NFL. Because I'm not doing streetwear. I know I got voted like #1 for streetwear and everything like that, and I really appreciated that. But I'm going for like activewear, sportswear, like Nike, Under Armour, Puma type shit. Right.
There are a lot of people. I see a lot of people, on Instagram selling hats, making hats. But they're not really on the level you are at. What do you think? What do you think that you did differently than everybody else?
What I did differently, I presented something that was bigger than what it really is. You know what I'm saying? And I put that type of effort into it, and I feel like that people kind of feel that, about the brand. Like every time somebody sees a brand, they're like, oh, I thought you were already like an established, like, brand or something. I was like, thank you, but I'm not. But when you do those hats you see online, like, I'm not trying to like throw no disrespect or nothing like that. Like they cool hats, I'll buy one, but the reason why they'll never be like established and have like reoccurring funds and shit like that is because it's just for the moment. So you drop some hats with some Drake lyrics on them. Okay, cool. What happens when we listening to Dirty Sprite now? So we not even caring about your Drake hat no more. So, when you do something for like the wave and, like when you follow trends and shit like that and you're trying to be trendy, like there's not too much money in that. When you put out something original and something with some longevity behind it, then that's how you can really establish yourself as a brand and as a business period with whatever you're doing.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? You just gotta do it for the long term, man.
Now brands like Supreme, brand is a well sought after, brand in the music industry. Bait too. How do you feel about them brands? Because those brands are very limited as well. You say you don't want to be, that brand that is limited. But do you ever fear that if everybody has one of your hats, it's not going to be the cool thing to get no more?
I'm not too concerned about it being the cool thing to get anymore. Supreme and Bait, those are just, to me, those are like super streetwear brands. You know what I'm saying? They're just like the oldest and like the best at what they do as far as the popular opinion goes. And so, you know what I'm saying, they can make that bread and, keep making, fire clothes and shit like that. But like I said, I'm not them. Everybody has some like Fruit of the Looms or some Hanes or some Nike socks. Or some you know what I'm saying, or some Champs or some shit.
Some Hanes
you know what I'm saying, some New Balance. You know what I'm saying. I want to be one of those brands. I don't want to be a Supreme or a Bape or nothing like that. I'm not trying to charge $500 for a jacket, man. Like I'm trying to clothe people out here. I don't want motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to help the world, man. Like $500 jackets, man. Like man, come to Kiko, get you a $90 MA1 flight jacket, you know what I'm saying? Keep you warm in the winter. You don't feel no wind in this shit whatsoever. This is a real military grade shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just going for a reasonable price.
Right. What are one of the most annoying questions you get about your brand?
The most annoying question I get is, are you down to collab?
Talk about that.
I gotta talk about this one. Look, man. Kiko, think about, you don't call Nike and ask them, yo, Nike, you trying to collab, bro? Y'all niggas trying to do a hat.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
So I can't just put Kiko next to like whatever it is that you got, you know what I'm saying? Because really, what are we collabing for? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you got some exposure, you know what I'm saying? And I respect your exposure, but I just don't see a reason for us to put our logos together, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do your thing, I'll do mine. Like I said, we're not rappers. We're not doing songs, you know what I'm saying? We not dropping, this is not a mixtape that we dropping. You're putting out clothes.